The Red Sea Crossing. The Red Sea Crossing. A journey of faith and freedom. A vast caravan of the chosen people of Israel stretches across the golden sands beneath a fading sun. Faces tell of exhaustion, fear, and a stubborn hope. The kind of hope that survives deserts, outlives kings, and dares to believe in the impossible. Dust rises behind. Pharaoh's chariots carve the horizon. The earth trembles with fury, but the people do not run, they wait for the impossible. Pharaoh stands tall upon his chariot, armor catching the sun. His eyes burn with pride and fury as dust swirls around him, horses snorting and pawing the ground, ready for pursuit. The camera sweeps from the caravan to the roaring dust cloud, revealing Pharaoh's army thundering forward, spears glinting, wheels cutting through the sand like blades of fire. And the king pursued after the children of Israel. A voice declares, the echo rolls over the desert as the scene slows, capturing the fear on faces and the faith rising in Moses' eyes. Waves pound the shoreline as torches sputter in the wind. The night trembles with tension, shadows dancing across terrified faces as the sea seems both barrier and promise. Families draw near to one another in anticipation of their God to comfort and deliver them. Hearts trembling, they lift their eyes toward the horizon, waiting on God's divine promise. Ahead lies a vast dark sea. Behind glows the approaching threat. Trapped between fear and faith, the people turn to Moses, waiting for a miracle only God can bring. Moses' calm face burdened by the moment, wind whipping through his hair as he grips the staff tighter, whispering a prayer beneath the thunder of waves. Fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord. Moses' voice pierces the chaos, echoing with divine authority as lightning flashes and the sea begins to tremble at God's command. Whispers ripple through the crowd as wind and waves intensify. Garments whip in the storm's breath. Eyes widen in awe, and a holy anticipation fills the night air. A radiant cloud lifts, moving from the front to their rear. Its glow divides light from darkness, shielding God's people while casting Pharaoh's army into the deep shadow. Egyptians enter darkness. Israel stands in warm, holy light. The pillar swells with fire, sealing the path between camps. Confusion grips the soldiers as shadows swallow their ranks. Chariots slow, horses rear back, and fear replaces fury as the presence of the Almighty fills the battlefield. On the bright side, hope steadies hearts beneath holy radiance. Faces once frozen in fear now glow with faith as they behold the power of God unfolding before them. Lightning veins the sky as the barrier holds through the night. Thunder rolls like the voice of God, guarding his people while judgment brews on the other side of the cloud. At midnight on the shore, Moses steps into the wind and prays. His voice rises above the storm, calling on the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to make a way through the impossible. As he raises the staff toward the raging sea, stretch out your hand, the command echoes through the storm. As he raises the staff toward the raging sea, lightning strikes the water, light erupts from the deep. A surge of divine power splits the darkness, and the waters begin to heave and rise, forming watery walls of glory on both sides. Choirs swell as wind roars, and the path stands revealed. A highway of dry ground gleams between towering walls of water, lit by the fire of God's presence. A child reaches for the glowing water, wonder overtaking fear. Families and elders step forward, fear tempered by faith, each step echoing destiny as they walk into the heart of the miracle, guided by the glow of divine promise. Moses enters the path, the glow outlining his steady frame. The waves shimmer beside him like living walls, and his shadow stretches forward into God's promise. Faith outweighs fear, the people press deeper into the passage. Chariots plunge into the corridor, wheels cutting the wet clay. The soldiers shout in chaos, their confidence fading as thunder shakes the watery walls around them. Pharaoh raises his sword, rage drives the army onward. His eyes blaze with defiance, blind to the doom gathering above as the walls of water begin to tremble. Horses panic. Soldiers shout as the way grows unstable. Uncertainty falls in the hearts of the soldiers, but Pharaoh's intensity to capture Moses and the Israelites grows stronger. Dawn breaks as Moses stands silhouetted upon the far shore. Golden light crowns his figure as he lifts his staff once more, ready to seal the victory of the Lord. A slow breath the staff lowers with solemn resolve, and the towering walls of water collapse, roaring judgment, swallowing the enemy beneath the waves. The water walls begin to fold inward onto Pharaoh and his army. Panic and fear overtakes them all as the waters become a blanket of death. Chariots, horses, soldiers vanish beneath the returning sea. The mighty tide engulfs them all, leaving only silence and the rippling echoes of divine justice. Amazed survivors face the sunrise, tears bright in golden light. Their cries turn to praise as the sea glistens with victory, and a new dawn rises on God's redeemed people. Moses watches, a quiet smile softening his steadfast gaze. The weight of deliverance rests upon him as he whispers thanks to the God who makes a way through the impossible.